Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Prayers needed. Leaked memo calling for assassination of Marco Rubio will make every American's blood run cold. Senator Marco Rubio, RFL, has been an outspoken critic of the Venezuelan government as the country rapidly declines into chaos and poverty. As a Cuban-American, Rubio is keenly aware of the dangers of socialist regimes and has helped the U.S. put extra pressure on Venezuela. This has apparently left him with a target on his back. Venezuelan politician Diosado Cabello Rondon allegedly put a death threat against Rubio, and may have been trying to recruit people from Mexico to carry out an assassination against the senator. The Department of Homeland Security sent out a memo to state and local law enforcement notifying them on the situation. The memo was light on details and did not have many sources to corroborate their allegations, but after it was released, local law enforcement dramatically increased security around Rubio and his family. The memo, obtained by Politico, said in part, in some unspecified manner, Cabello Rondon's problems involved U.S. Senator Marco Rubio. Cabello Rondon did indeed issue an order to have Senator Rubio assassinated. Additionally, Cabello Rondon was communicating with unspecified Mexican nationals in furtherance of the matter. Despite the threat to his security, Marco Rubio has continued to speak out against the corrupt Venezuelan regime and has pushed for more U.S. sanctions on the country's leaders. Rubio has been doing an awesome job calling out this socialist, despotic regime, and he is facing threats against his life for it by very dangerous men. Prayers are needed to keep our senator safe. Share this out to get everyone involved and show the world what an awesome advocate for freedom we have in Marco Rubio. HT Politico. Right in middle of North Korea fight, Trump just did unthinkable to China. President Donald Trump wants to make it very clear to China that the United States is sick and tired of getting screwed over by them. For years they screw us on trade, and when we need them most they side with North Korea. Not anymore. President Trump just did the one thing China was begging him not to do. Trump is opening an investigation into IP violations of U.S. companies by China. You can bet China was flaming mad when they heard this news. Technically, when they steal U.S. secrets they are not breaking the law thanks to some part of the World Trade Organization. Trump plans on using an old law known as Section 301 of the U.S. Trade Act of 1974. This will essentially allow him to establish trade tariffs against China without Congress needing to approve it. The U.S. had moved away from using this act in 2001 after many other countries said we were abusing it to our own trade benefit. Regardless of if it has that potential, what China is doing is wrong. But hey, we don't mind abiding by the WTO for a bit longer if China can find a way to solve this whole North Korea thing. Share this everywhere if you think China should play ball. Bill O'Reilly just shut down the attacks against Trump with this knockout punch. Bill O'Reilly has a lot to say about what happened in Charlottesville this weekend, and is happening across America, including about what our president said about the violence. In an opinion piece, O'Reilly first described the protesters who initially petitioned to demonstrate in Charlottesville. He said they are white Americans who believe they are being marginalized, but also that they are part of extreme hate groups against minorities, many who brought weapons, and they were looking for trouble. He also described the protesters who showed up to demonstrate against the protest, and that they, too, brought weapons. And the town that didn't properly plan for the whole thing. He then said that Trump would have been wise to articulate his anger with many sides in very specific terms. First, he said, a NY movement that seeks to harm or denigrate minority citizens is un-American and dangerous. Then he spoke of the counter-protesters, saying, As some people deeply embedded in the grievance culture believe they have a right to demonize the police, brand political opponents racist, and even destroy private property, all in the name of social justice. He summed what Trump said up by saying President Trump is obviously referring to those people in his many sites comments. But, again, he should have used his platform to define the ongoing radical left political agitation that has caused violence in a precise way, not lump it in with those who started the Charlottesville fiasco. Yes, Bill. Very well said, about all of it. Please share everywhere, and comment thank you, Bill. H.T. The Hill. We'll get him. Maxine Waters sends Mike Pence a disturbing message. Maxine Waters recently made the news after saying that she was going to go and take out President Trump tonight. However, she has made no signs of toning down her violent rhetoric. I say impeach 45. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Impeach 45, shouted Waters at a cook-off in Orangeburg Country, South Carolina. 45. This message goes out from Orangeburg as it goes out from so many places in this country. We did not ask for a fight with you. We did not ask you to be president. We do not know how you made it, said Waters. Easy, we the people voted for him. But now that you're there and you don't understand that you don't belong there, and we don't intend for you to stay there, the fight is on. The fight is on. She screamed. She then redirected her attention to Vice President Mike Pence. If Pence, the Vice President, ends up as the President, we'll get him in 2020, Waters screamed. And to John Kelly. We're demanding an apology. General Kelly had a great reputation before he went to the White House. Everybody who goes there gets contaminated. And so he stood up for the President, he lied for the President, and he now doesn't have the credibility that a four-star general should have, she screamed. Maybe it's Maxine Waters who has lost her credibility. Down syndrome man condemns final solution, abortion advocates to Congress in powerful speech. Frank Stevens, who has Down syndrome and is a successful actor, went to Congress to share the problem of final solution abortion. He argued that his life is worth living, and all over America people are getting abortions when they find out that their baby has Down syndrome. Stevens even shared that in Iceland, 100% of babies with Down syndrome are aborted. Whatever you learn today, please remember this: I am a man with Down syndrome and my life is worth living. Some people say prenatal screens will identify Down syndrome in the womb, and those pregnancies will just be terminated. It's hard for me to sit here and say those words, said Stevens. I completely understand that the people pushing this particular final solution are saying that people like me should not exist. But to those who question the value of people with Down syndrome, I would make 3 points. First, we are a medical gift to society, a blueprint for medical research into cancer, Alzheimer's, and immune system disorders, said Stevens. On a deeply personal note, I cannot tell you how much it means to me that my extra chromosome might lead to the answer to Alzheimer's. It's likely that one day this thief will steal my memories, my very life from me. This is very hard for me to say, but it has already begun to steal my mom from me, said Stevens. Please, think about all those people you love the way I love my mom. Help us make this difference, if not for me and my mom, then for you and the ones you love. Fund this research. Let's be America, not Iceland or Denmark. Let's pursue answers, not final solutions. Let's be America. Let's make our goal to be Alzheimer's free, not Down syndrome free, he said. Charlottesville mayor attacked Trump after riots, so Trump used secret weapon on him. Charlottesville, Virginia Mayor Michael Singer blamed Trump for the violence and the deadly attack that left 1 dead and 19 injured. Singer blamed Trump and said that it was because of his prejudices. The mayor wants to blame President Trump for the violence in his own city. Yeah. This is the same mayor that called off the police. This is the same dang mayor that refused to offer protection to the white nationalist groups that his city had given a permit to. Trump's secret weapon is the truth. Look what just came out about the Charlottesville mayor. Below is the video of a former Democrat like the mayor of Charlottesville. Mayor Signer wrote a book praising 3/5 compromise creator James Madison. Yeah. He praised James Madison, the guy that owned over 100 slaves. Here is an Amazon book review on the book written by Mayor Signer about James Madison. Michael Signer takes a fresh look at the life of our fourth president. His focus is on Madison before he turned 36, the years in which he did his most enduring work, battling with Patrick Henry, the most charismatic politician in revolutionary America, whose political philosophy and ruthless tactics eerily foreshadowed those of today's Tea Party, over religious freedom, introducing his framework for a strong central government, becoming the intellectual godfather of the Constitution, and providing a crucial role at Virginia's convention to ratify the Constitution in 1788, when the nation's future hung in the balance. Signer's young James Madison is a role model for the leaders so badly needed today. If you don't know much about James Madison, he owned over 100 slaves and penned the 3/5 compromise, which counted slaves as 3/5 of a person so he could count them for taxation and legislative representation. Share this to expose this apparently racist-leaning Democrat mayor. They call Republicans racist when they are the one that are attempting to capitalize on race violence. We need to get this truth to the people of Charlottesville. Charlottesville is a Democratic stronghold. The whole Charlottesville event reeks of meddling in order to attack our president as he is in the midst of dealing with North Korea,